Hey guys, oops, I just covered my mic. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I knew when to stop yesterday when I got extremely tired. My hands have been really sore from weeding. There are other ways you can weed. Yes, you can use a shovel and then just knock the dirt out. I've just always done it this way. I love having my hands in the dirt, so I just keep doing it this way. So I had the sprinkler on this morning and everything is fairly wet, but it looks great. I still have some tidying up, weeding to do, you know what I mean? Like I'm just getting the bulk of it out right now so I can see what's going on. I harvested a lot of my nasturtiums last night. I harvested tomatoes, cherry tomatoes last night, but they're back again. So this is going to be an everyday thing, sometimes even twice a day when they all start turning red. Now that I got rid of all these plants that were shadowing my garden, it should really make a difference. And then over here, all the beets are out of there. I am going to finish pulling those kale out. I just haven't decided when or what I'm going to put there. My acorn squash is doing great over here. Yeah, I did rip out a lot of the stuff that was in here. I ripped out the strawberries, the plantain, and a bunch of other stuff. Again, look at this. I just did this and the leaves are already going back towards my hot pepper plants. So I'll have to just keep trimming them every day. My pumpkin over there, well, they're starting. I have not grown pumpkin before, so I'm not sure when they're supposed to start and what they're supposed to do, but they're doing it. Now I have to give everything fertilizer once I am done this today. But overall, it's looking so much better. I'm really happy with the progress I'm making. And now I'm going down this way. So, I do come out here at night in the rainy weather, excuse me, and I grab all the different slugs and I throw them out to the field. Like here's one right here. Where are we? Where's my camera? There he is. Do you see that? He is going for a ride out to the... Woo! Oh no. I dropped it. Here, I got him. Out to the field. Out to the field. Yeah, so in BC, I'm used to the slugs. Again, that's why, you know, and the beer works really good at the beginning of the season. It did a wonderful job. So I'm going to get back into it today. I'm going to be working on this area. I figured I'd give you the opposite side of the garden view for a change. Now, let me get you back up into my high-tech. Wow. Look, you guys. The chair went into the ground. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. You think it'll sink again? It's very soft ground over here, so it doesn't really surprise me. Okay, now this thing looks like it's coming apart. Mind my hand, please. Thank you. Where are we? So hard to see. So what am I looking at? Maybe, how about we try this to start? All right. Ugh. Yeah, it's starting to sink again. So the ground is just really soft over there and I'll have to be careful. Okay. Starting over here. Work my way towards you. So our weather told us we were supposed to have sun, sun, sun. And it has been extremely overcast again. I really need to get some sunshine on my garden. Even my my dragon fruit is not looking good because it's not getting enough sunshine. I bet you if you lived in like Florida, you could grow dragon fruit no problem all year round. Just saying. Look at this beautiful dandelion and look how long its taproot is. Hey, it's pulling up all the nutrients from deep, deep down in the soil and bringing it all up. And it's part of what makes the plant so healthy. I like the dandelions growing in the garden. They're easier to pull out to harvest, and they're clean and they're well cared for. So because I, excuse me, because I had the sprinkler on this morning, the weeds are going to come up much easier because the ground is soft, right? For some reason, rain doesn't do the same thing in softening the ground as a sprinkler does, but it's all good. Oh, look at that. Let's get rid of that. I have lots of purslane growing in here. Just about pulled it out again. Oops, I missed that one. Huh, that looks a bit better. All right. Well, I guess I got to pick through those a little bit better because there's a lot of leaves underneath that aren't doing good. All right, let's do here. I have so much purslane growing in this box that it's hard to weed. Oops. Okay. I think I'm gonna harvest some of these corn off of here because they have brown ends and oh, they're so tiny. This could be funny. Where's my clippers? So I think after you cut the cobs off, the corn's pretty much done. But we're gonna see what this looks like without breaking it. Look at it, it's a little miniature corn. Let's see what it looks like inside. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna hope for the best. Wonder if there'll be anything inside of here. So yeah, I was told that when the silk starts to turn brown, you should pick it off. Oh, look. It's so funny. It's not developed at all. Can you guys see that? I want to taste it. Mmm. So even these little baby ones, they taste so good. Like, what do we wait for? So I can use this, chop it up and put it in a stir fry. Remembering that I harvest all my corn silk because it's so good for us. Okay, back to gardening. Are you guys seeing any progress yet? Okay, I'm going to put this down. Oh no, I'm going to take these because do this. That's really good. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Not really Oh, wow. It's like you gotta be double jointed to get into your tomatoes just to clean them up. I don't know where this is going. There's a good one. Oh, see, I have another branch here that's split, and I'm probably gonna get freaking blight. Shoot. It looks like the weight of it just broke it. I'll show you guys in a minute. That's kind of sad. That's that big one, but it looks great, so maybe I'll leave it. Oops! I accidentally knocked off some tomatoes. That's okay. I'm trying to figure out how to use green tomatoes, so maybe I'll try those. So all this area right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oops, sketchy. This is all yarrow and lupin and stuff that's gonna come back. if I let it. Oops. What should I do with all that, you guys? I wish I had a whippersnapper, but I don't. So, you're going to see what we can do here. And maybe that way. I don't know if you can see, but, I gotta go this way. Nope. Back to what I was doing, which is, there we go. I hope you guys can see this okay. There's a lot of these little green, little tiny green frogs in here. Okay. Well, that looks a little bit better, I think. I am going to finish cutting that all back because I have to get underneath that acorn squash so it's not sitting in the grass. Did you guys see the bluebird? It just went into the apple tree. We'll see. They usually come out and bug me because they want nuts. So that's better. Now I'm going to go over this way. Oops. I almost dumped my wheelbarrow. I'm going to go over this way and just start harvesting some herbs that I let get away on me. I hope you guys can see that okay. Okay, pruners. Let's go. So, I'm going to cut that right off. I'm going to cut these right off. Okay. So that's my dill. I did let one of them go to seed. I'll probably dry it in my cold room and use the rest for canning. I did get a nice harvest so far of the dill. Oh. Now, this cilantro. Does your cilantro always go to flower? Mine always does. So I think now, as it's going to start to cool off, I'm going to plant cilantro again. I'm going to start it from seed and see what happens. Because I think it's one of the ones that we should be doing after. Or at least me. Right? At least for my area. So that's a nice cilantro. Now because it has yellowed and turned to flower, I'm probably just gonna add this to maybe I'll add it to my greens blend. Cilantro has a strong flavor, so when you're using it, you want to use just a little bit so that it's not too pungent for some people, because some people when they eat cilantro they taste soap, and no one wants to do that to a meal, so be very careful with it. And I don't recommend canning with cilantro other than something like salsa, and again you just want to use a little bit because it goes a long way. Okay. Well, here we go. I moved my wheelbarrow. Shitty. Oh, more purslane. It's really warm outside, you guys. It's overcast, but the sun's trying to... Oh, there's another blue jay. They're going to start bugging me for nuts anytime now. I think it's looking a little bit better. I got to go that way. I got to go this way. Oh! I hope you guys can see. It's like every time I adjust it, when I'm watching this before I post it, because I do try to, I should not adjust it. It's fine before I adjust it. Okay.